Poppin' everybody, welcome to another video. And I know that this is not the usual trade recap style. It is 8:24 in the nighttime or PM, whatever you want to call it. It's 8:24 PM right now. I did not get to record a trade recap earlier, so I'm gonna bring it to y'all right now. I do apologize for the delay. In all honesty, I was rushing out the house this morning. Then by the time I got back, I've had a crazy headache all day. I have not felt like myself. I have not felt good at all. And so that honestly, that was the main reason why I just did not feel like recording. I came straight home and I went to sleep. I ain't even gonna lie. I went to sleep, woke up, just went to work out just to kind of get my blood flowing a little bit. Feel a little bit better now. So I'm bringing all a quick trade recap and what I was looking at going into today. So with that being said, let's rewind all the way to this morning. Wait, what the heck? Let's rewind all the way to this morning so we could just restart everything. So coming into why is it tripping? Okay, so coming into today, let me see, coming into today, pre-market open, this is where we were just trending higher. We had a lot of low resistance liquidity. We had relative equal lows here. ES had relative equal lows with Asia or during London session. So mainly I was looking for London low. Despite us being at all-time highs, I felt like we were being overbought. A lot of unfilled gaps beneath this resting liquidity. I wanted to see lower. If we didn't get lower, I wanted to see this standard deviation range be met because it aligned with the standard deviation of Asia's dealing range as well. This is standard deviation from the overall higher time frame leg, which aligns with Asia dealing range. So this was my main area that I wanted to see. As you can see, it aligns perfectly. So this was my main area I wanted to target if I was going to take a long. But I did want to see lower. Now, as y'all can see, right off of open, we ended up hatching a very strong sell-off, no retracements, no nothing, just a straight move down. And I considered entering short once we got this 5-minute change in the state right here. However, for me, it was just where the fill would have been at versus the stop loss, the take profit. I didn't really like the risk to reward. In all honesty, I like to really catch high risk to reward trades. I didn't like how price had the opportunity to really rebalance this much. I like to be a little bit more precise with my entries. So I didn't take this. I did not take this. So I continued to wait. I waited and I waited until I seen opportunity come. Where was the unfilled 15 minute at? Okay, so it was right here. Right around 10 a.m. I seen an opportunity to the unfilled 15-minute gap that aligned with the unfilled 5-minute, and I'm about to show y'all. So the trade that I ended up taking. Once I seen price respect, let me read back a little bit. So initially, I wanted to see this 1 minute get inversed to see higher from here. I don't know why my blocks are like this. Initially, I want to see this 1 minute inversion. I don't like how there's a border on my thing. I don't like borders. Okay. This is initially what I wanted to see. I was going to go break even here and try to just catch a 2-to-1. Just some type of rebalance because there was a lot of unfilled liquidity. I was going to go break even at the 15-minute, and I wanted to see really up into this unfilled imbalance here. However, we did not get that inversion. Let's see what ES was doing at this time. ES did sell a lot lower than NQ did as well. Let me see. So ES was nowhere near the 15-minute that was unfilled. ES was selling off still, so I'm like, all right, we didn't get that. We're going to continue to sell. However, we ended up respecting this mitigation block right here, as y'all can see. So then from here, I zoom in, and I'm still looking to see whether or not we're going to close back above that imbalance. So this was my first entry, actually. I'm lying. This is my first trade. I took a long right here. I took this long after we respected the mitigation block. Stop was at this low, targeting that unfilled 15-minute. I was going to take all off at the unfilled 15-minute once I seen ES was still trending lower. Now, I got this entry, and I ended up pyramiding. I'm going to show y'all where I pyramided at. So I initially entered right here. I initially entered here, stop at this low, and I ended up pyramiding once we got this displacement here. So my fill gets adjusted to right here. Now, once we take this initial internal high, I also tighten my stop loss to break even now because I really don't want to see us come back lower. I want to see a straight move up because now we've also inversed the 1 minute that we were failing to displace above prior. So we're failing to displace above the 1 minute. I didn't want to see us come back down. honestly kind of my fault because this is a choppier market. We are in, times where the government is closed. So, like, price action has not been the cleanest. And I paid the price. So, yeah, ended up getting stopped out. But once I did get stopped out, I recognized that there was a stop point. I ended up re-entering. Once I got break even, I re-entered right on this candle, stop at this low. Literally just for a very small risk to reward. Ended up chopping around a little bit. Then we finally hit my TP. And now, no, I'm lying actually. I didn't even get stopped right there. I got stopped right here, and then I re-entered here. Actually, I lied. This is where I entered at, and then I got stopped out. Or this is where I pyramided at, and then I got stopped out. Why is my thing frozen? And then I re-entered right here, and I took all off at the internal high. And that was my trade. Very small, not the prettiest, not the best looking, but it got the job done. It got my piece of the pie, and that was that. Took all off at the unfilled 15-minute because I didn't really know where else price would have wanted to bounce to. There is a lot of unfilled inefficiencies up here, and I just want to get my piece of the pie, my small base hit, what I was most confident in, the low hanging fruit, and that's what I took. So yeah, that was essentially it. Took that trade live with the group today. So I went one for, I guess, none. One win, one break even. So that was that though. I hope y'all enjoy. I apologize for this being so late. I felt terrible today. I still don't feel 100%. My head has been like feeling crazy all day. But I do feel a little bit better. So I'm bringing this to y'all now. Please forgive me. I'm gonna try to be on my stuff and not have this ever happen again. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.